Alright, so in this tutorial we're going to be showing you how to play Halo Master Chief Collection, which is also known as Halo MCC. It is the collection of the first 6 Halo games. So Halo CE Remastered, Halo 2 Remastered, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 4, and Halo Reach. And you do have to buy it on Steam. You have to download the legal copy of the game on Steam. And then you have to import 3 files to get it to work on Winlator. And for this tutorial we're going to be using Winlator Frost. So just Google Winlator Frost. You should see this come up as the first link. And click on it. I'll also put this in the wiki. And you're going to click on the releases. And we're going to try the newest release. This was 3 days ago. So I'm recording this on, what is today? August 17th, 2025. So we're doing Frost 10.1 V1. And Winlator recently got Steam support, clean Steam support. So we're just going to download that first APK. So that means you can use Steam on Winlator. So you're essentially going to use Winlator just like you would a Windows computer, and you're going to buy and download Halo Master Chief Collection just as you would on your computer, but you're doing it on Winlator through Android. So let's go to downloads. You'll see Winlator Frost V1, 10.1 V1. Click on it. And it'll ask if you want to install the app. You say yes. App install. Okay, all done. So Winlator Frost, it'll look like this. I'm just going to drag it over to where I usually keep Winlator. Right here. So then we click on Winlator Frost. It's going to ask you to allow access to your photos, videos, music, and audio, and press allow, because that'll help you connect it to your SD card. You're also going to need a large SD card, because the game Master Chief Collection is very big, because it's 6 games. So altogether it's going to be like 126 gigabytes if you download all the campaigns and all the multiplayers from all 6 games. So at least something that's 128 gigabytes or bigger. You might want to go bigger, like 256, because there's probably other stuff that you're going to put on that SD card anyways, right? So right here we have the empty sort of containers tab. And to start, you're going to need to press the start symbol, plus symbol, plus sign, and then we can make a container. We can call it Steam, because that's the first thing that we're going to be doing. And then change the driver to Turnip Adreno, and that's it. And then go to drives, and then press add. And then change the letter to H for Halo if you want, and then press on this button right here, the folder with the magnifying glass, and then click on Open Directory. Now you're going to want to click on these 3 lines at the top left corner, and you're going to want to find your SD card. So you're going to see Retroid Pocket Flip 2. You don't want to use that, that's your internal storage. You want to use your SD card so it doesn't take up too much space. So click on your SD card, and then create a folder in here called PC Games. Do that before you do all this, and then click it, and then in your PC Games press use this folder, and then press allow. Basically, oh, interesting. It looks like it didn't add anything. Okay, so if it doesn't add anything, that's okay. We're gonna have to type it in manually. So we're gonna type in slash and then storage. Sometimes it doesn't work and you have to do it manually, and then you have to type in the name of your SD card. So mine's 6532-6362. And then you type in another slash, and then you say the name of your folder, so PC Games, and then press the check mark. Okay, so now it should show up as drive H. And if you want to know the name of your SD card, like that string of numbers, you would go to the RAR app. You can download this from the Google Play Store. And then you click on the 3, and then see where it says external SD card, 6532-6362, that's where you would get your numbers. Whatever it says there, yours will be different than mine. just make sure you remember that number, and then when you're in Winlator Frost, you just type it in, just like you see here. Now we have our SD card as a drive. It'll be the H drive. And here in your final sort of advanced settings, we're going to change box 54 preset to conservative, let's say. And then startup selection, you're going to change it to normal. And then Windows version, leave it at 10. And leave all the CPUs the way that they look here. And then press check. Now we're going to press play to go into the Steam container. Okay, so in our container, just get familiar with these drives. These are your drives. H is the one we just added, so that'll lead us to our SD card. So I have already downloaded Halo. It's already in here. So if I go into, as you can see, it says Steam library. I downloaded it from Steam legally, I bought it. Steam apps. And then I would go to common. And you see Halo Master Chief Collection and Vigor. I'm going to show you how to create the shortcut for Halo, because it is a little bit complex. But if I go into Halo Master Chief Collection, you'll see all the game files are here. So if I go into Halo 2, for example, these are all of Halo 2's game files. So that's what it's supposed to look like. But you cannot use the normal launcher. This launcher will not work. I can show you right now if I double click it. Failed to initialize wine helper buffer. Okay. So you need to use a different launcher, and the different launcher you need to use is an MCC folder. So double click MCC, and then go to binaries, and then go to Win64, and in this folder you have a bunch of random files, which are not just random, those are important, but you also have the MCC Win64 shipping.exe. This is the real launcher right here. So if I right click this, click with 2 fingers, and then I press create shortcut, and click with 1 finger. Now it's going to create a shortcut. Let's see. Yeah, see, now it's here. And that's good. So now that's how you launch Halo. We're not going to launch it yet, because you guys still have to learn how to download it on Steam. So the next step is to get Steam. So like Steam, you can find it online. So if you go in Firefox and look up Steam download, you're going to download the Windows version of Steam. So not the mobile version. So don't get the app for mobile, get the app for PC, and use Steam for Windows. And for some reason mine, when I click it, it doesn't work. It doesn't download on Firefox. So we can try it on Chrome. Let's see if it'll work on Chrome. Steam. Yeah, Steam Windows download. There we go. So download. Let's see if it'll work this time. Yeah, see, it doesn't work. I don't know why that does that. Maybe because we're on Android. So the way you can also do it is to go Steam Windows download and find a different website that's hosting it, such as Up to Down or TechSpot, and you can download them from here. So TechSpot, download now for Windows. Just click on Windows, continue to download. Downloading file downloaded. Okay. So either Chrome or Firefox. Firefox with uBlock Origin is the best browser that I like to use. But now in my files, if I go to downloads, I'll have let's see, Steam setup.exe. That's the file that you just downloaded from the internet. Steam setup.exe. Yeah, I downloaded a second one for you guys to show you. But you can also use old Steam. There's a Steam zip and old Steam. It doesn't really matter. All the Steams will kind of set up the same way. Old Steam is already installed. So, but you can use brand new Steam. I'll show you. So we're going to go back into our Steam container. Once we've downloaded that. And then we'll go into our H drive, or sorry, we're not going to H drive because we're going to D drive, which is our downloads. So D drive will always be downloads. And then you're looking for Steam setup.exe. You're going to double click that. And then you're going to press next. And then you're going to press next. And then just leave this as it is. It's going to download Steam into your internal storage. I think you have to do that. It doesn't take up much space though. I think it's only 0.5 GB. And then it's fast when you click that, but then when you actually run Steam is when it's going to really install all the files. So then you press finish and run Steam. So now it's going to say updating Steam. And that's normal, you're going to want to see this. And sometimes when you're downloading or installing or using Steam or running it, it's very slow. It takes up a lot of RAM while it's running. So have a lot of patience with it. Oftentimes when you start doing something on Steam, it'll seem like everything is frozen. And I've learned you just have to sit there and don't X out of Winlator, just let it do what it's doing. And eventually it'll kind of load up and you'll see what you intended to see. Especially when you're downloading the Halo Master Chief Collection, it's a really big game. And the moment you press download, it freezes everything, but it is downloading in the background. And if you don't exit out of Winlator, it'll download the whole thing nice and clean. You just have to be very patient with it. And so what usually happens the first time you try to run Steam is you see it install everything and then it stops. Oh, and then you kind of usually would X out, but I'm telling you, you should wait. And then you'll see this pop up. This is how you log in. You can sign in with your account name and password for Steam, or you can use the mobile app and do the QR code. I recommend using the mobile app and QR code. So right now I'm going to go on my iPhone and I'm logging into the Steam mobile app, and then I'm pressing on the Steam guard, which is the shield symbol, and now I'm scanning the QR code. And then I'm saying yes, sign into Steam on my phone, and it'll sign in that way without having to type in any of your information into Winlator, in case you're worried about security and Winlator stealing your passwords or something. I don't know if it'll do that, but yeah, you don't have to click anything. It just takes a while. So now Steam's gonna load up. And then yeah, you'll see your usual page. Just go and click on store or library. If you already have Halo Master Chief, you can go to library, but if you don't have it yet, go to the store. This will show up. You just gotta X this out, this window. And a lot of this will take a long time to load up because it's a very RAM heavy app. So just give it some time, be patient with it, but it does work. And in this search bar, you can search up. See, I don't know why everything went black. Anyways, in the search bar, you can search up Halo. To type when you're in Winlator, you swipe right from the left side of the screen, and you pull up the keyboard. And then you can type in Halo, and it should come up there, like Halo 3, for example. Since I already downloaded it, it's not showing up, but I'll just pull up Halo Infinite so you can see what it looks like. Just use your touchscreen to move the mouse, by the way. So as you can see, the Steam store is working fine. Halo Infinite, free to play, play game, add to library. Or if you want to buy the campaign, you can buy it for $60. This is what you'll do for Halo Master Chief Collection, Halo MCC. Add it to your cart, buy it, download it. You can also buy it on the app on your phone or on the Windows computer, or like on your main gaming computer. As you can see, I already have it downloaded here. So if I click on this, once you buy it, you'll see this will come up for you too, and then you press on install. So before you install Halo, you might want to change the storage manually. To do that, you'd click up here where it says Steam. It'll bring up this window, and then you'd scroll down to storage, and then in storage you'll see this pop up, and you'll see that's the local drive C. That's your internal storage. So you want to change it so that it's not on internal storage. You want to add a drive, and you want to drop it down on it, and use local drive H or whatever you named it as. I named mine as drive H and press add. And then you kind of just click on it on the list now. Now local drive H, you click on the 3 dots next to it and you press make default. So now local drive H is your default storage. Since I already have the whole Master Chief Collection downloaded, you'll see now it's showing on here, because that's the full game. That's all the campaigns and all of the online multiplayers. Although the online multiplayers do not work, I haven't gotten them to work with this setup, I don't know why. It's gonna be 32 gigabytes at first, that's the Halo Reach portion and the main core. And then later on, you're gonna download all the other games if you want them, like Halo 3, Halo 2, Halo 1, Halo 4, Halo 3 ODST, and those ones each are like 8 gigabytes, 20 gigabytes, 30 gigabytes, stuff like that. Altogether it's about 120 if you get all the campaigns and all the multiplayers. Right here, if you press install, that's going to start the download process, and when you do, everything will slow down. Your mouse might freeze, everything slows down, but you will see sort of like a loading, like a blue bar of downloading right here, and that's what you're supposed to see. That's good. Just let it download all the way, and don't do anything. Don't like X out of Winlator because it's frozen. Just let it be. It's very slow. When it's downloading stuff, it just takes up all the RAM, and you can't really use Steam app while it's downloading. But it is downloading. Trust in the process that it is downloading. And then once it's finished downloading, you'll be able to use the mouse again. You'll be able to use Steam again. It'll work. It'll be responsive once more. But then if you want to get Halo 3 or Halo 2 or Halo 1 or Halo 4 or Halo 3 ODST, you go to here, Manage, and then go to Properties, and then go to DLC, and then in DLC you'll have all these, which are multiplayer packs, extended language, and the games, the campaigns themselves. To download these, all I have to do is check this right here, just click it, and the moment you click it, a blue check mark will appear and the download will begin. The moment you click it. So everything will freeze up and it'll slow down. Just trust in the process, let the mouse sit over here or something, or you can quickly X this out, like you can quickly check it off and then X this out, and then you can watch the download progress down here. But sometimes even this it'll be too frozen to even X this menu out. Like right now if I click it, it X's out, it's responsive, but if it's downloading something, it's not responsive at all. So yeah, once you download everything, just prioritize downloading. It'll take 4 to 5 hours maybe. I don't know, multiple hours for sure if you're on a Retroid Pocket Flip 2. If you use a fast gaming PC, you can plug in your SD card, the same one, as long as it's formatted to exFAT. You can plug it into your gaming PC, go on Steam, install it, and buy it and install it here, and then make sure you choose your download location as the SD card. And then you can plug your SD card back into your Retroid Pocket Flip 2, and that's a faster way to do it. So once you have your game files, and you're finished with Steam. Now Steam is done. We don't need Steam anymore. And it'll give you this little folder called Steam. Or sorry, not Steam. It'll give you a folder. This is the D drive, is your downloads. It'll give you a folder in your H drive called Steam Library. In Steam Library, you'll have Steam Apps, Common, and then Halo Master Chief Collection will just be here. And that's that. It's almost ready to run. Then the only thing you need to do is install 3 files, and one of those files is going to replace a file. So if you want to keep the original files, because one will get replaced, essentially deleted. So if you want to keep your original Steam Win64 folder, copy and paste this folder somewhere else, like anywhere on your device, because just to remember where it is, I'll show you. So it's inside of MCC. So Halo Master Chief Collection, Halo MCC. I don't know why I reversed it. So you go into MCC, binaries, Win64. So this is where we're going to copy and paste those 3 folders or 3 files. So make sure you copy and paste this and save it somewhere if you want to keep it, because that's the original Steam folders, Steam files. You might want to have that for the future, in the future, because you are going to replace one. Okay, so now to get those 3 files, we're going to exit this container, and then we're going to go to the Reddit app, and on the Reddit app, I'm in the r/Retroid Pocket Flip 2 wiki. So if you don't know it, just go to this subreddit called r/Retroid Pocket Flip 2 and then press on wiki. I'm doing this on my Retroid Pocket Flip 2. So you're going to go through the settings. They're near the bottom of the page. You have Grand Theft Auto 5, Halo Master Chief Collection. So we have a link for Steam here. We have the workaround files. Those are the 3 files. And we have Winlator links. So just click on the workaround files. And now you see these 3 files. You have to click this button to download them. So once you do that, they will show up in your downloads folder. And they will be a zip file. And you need to use, see .zip. It's called Halo MCC _profile.zip. So, and I already have it. That's why there's a 2 parentheses there. So now you're going to use the RAR app. Again, you can download that from the Play Store. RAR. That's how I like to unzip things. And you're going to go into your device storage, and you're going to go to downloads, and then you're going to see here Halo MCC profile. I already downloaded it, looks like 3 times, so I'll delete these other copies of it. But anyways, take this, and then you're going to check it off like that. And then you're going to press this button to unzip. And then you're going to press this button, browse. And then you're going to go into your external SD card. And then you're going to go down to PC Games, where you keep the Halo Master Chief Collection. You already downloaded in your Steam library. Steam apps. Common. Halo the Master Chief Collection. MCC. Binaries. Win64, so this is the folder that you copy and pasted somewhere, hopefully, if you want to keep the original. Click on that, and now you press OK. So press this button, OK. And then press OK again, twice. But anyways, it'll copy and paste these files in there. hlm.ini, steam_API64.ll, and steam client64.ll. Those will be copy and pasted in there. One of them is being replaced. So these are the 3 files that get copied and pasted into the Win64 folder, and that helps it, and it makes it so that you can launch it from the Win shipping. So like I did before, we had our shortcuts, and everything that you've made a shortcut of so far will show up here, which is nice. So right near containers, change with the 3 dots, we're going to change the settings. And instead of Steam, we're just going to name this MCC, because this is now going to become our MCC container, not our Steam container. So we're going to change the resolution. This is for gameplay, optimizing gameplay. I've been adjusting these settings. I've been playing with multiple drivers and testing to see which one's the best. So far I've been getting probably the best results. We'd always leave it on Turnip. And your screen size is always 960 by 554. This resolution right here. And always leave it on Turnip, but you can hit the gear. You can change it from version 24.3 to 25.2. I've been getting pretty good results with 25.2, but 24.3 is pretty good as well. And both of them will be demoed in this video. You can pick whichever one you want. They both work really well. And you press this little download hard drive thing next to the trash, and that's where you can download other drivers that it has built in. So this one, 24.3 and 25.2 are the 2 that have the most promise. So just mess with those. And you're going to put your max device memory to 4096. If you don't do this, the game will crash. And enable direct rendering is checked. Sync every time is not checked. Sync every frame. And then for the DX wrapper, we have DXVK. That's always going to be there. And then if you click the gear, I'm going to change this. You can do 2.5.2 or 2.4.1.1. But yeah, let's try 2.5.2. And then frame rate, we can cap it at 60. And device limit, no memory. Sorry, max device memory, no limit. Custom device, we don't need, none. And then press OK. Oops, I'm just trying to show you, yeah. So this is what my settings are. Audio drivers, pulse audio. So if you have problems, just switch around the drivers and wrappers. If you have crashes and stuff, and it might help. But this is the best setup right here, probably. And you set this to performance, aggressive, Windows 10, and then unchecked CPU 0 through 3, but checked is 4 through 7. And then the upper row of processor affinity, all checked CPUs. Yeah. Environmental variables, it's all just this stock. I didn't touch anything. Drives, of course, you have your SD card there with your game on it. And this is all stock. I didn't touch anything here. So yeah, you can check that off. And then if you go to your shortcuts, you should see this shortcut we made before. Now you can just press play to go into your game. Or you could press the 3 dots and see the settings as well, and you can adjust them here too. Just make sure it's 25.2, 496. And then DXVK is 2.5.2, frame rate at 60, 0 down. And you can go in here to quickly change the settings. And this is nice because if you have multiple games with shortcuts, you can just adjust them here. So I can press play right here and it will start up the game, or I can go into containers and start up the MCC container. And I'll do it this way right now just to show you. You can minimize this and start the game from right here by double clicking this as well. So there's really 3 options of how to start the game. And then you could go into H, Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, Halo Master Chief Collection, MCC, Binaries, Win64, and double click this. This is the 3rd option. It just takes the longest to start up the game this way, but they all do exactly the same thing. You'll end up with this exact same screen every time. So we're going to demo all 6 games in the chronological order that the story goes in, the story of Master Chief. So it'll start with Reach, and then we'll go to Halo CE, and then we'll go to Halo 2, and then we'll go to Halo 3, just like this, in this order. Halo 3 ODST, then Halo 4. So even though this is not the release order, this is the chronological game order, so I recommend, playing it like this. We're going to do Oni Sword Base as a demo because it tends to have some glitches and is pretty busy right off the bat. So you can see how well it performs with this driver combo. And after I do this driver and DXVK wrapper combo, which is 25.2 and 2.5.2, I'm going to switch it to 24.3.0, the driver, and with the DXVK of 2.4.1.1, so you can see the differences in performance if there is any. And if you are struggling with performance on any of these levels or with any of these setups, for the first 30 seconds of a level, just look at the ground directly beneath you. So if you look at the ground for about 30 seconds, it allows the shaders to cache and allows the level to load in fully before you start gaming. That reduces the chance of stutters and crashes. Just gives you a better experience. If you're patient enough to do that, I recommend doing it.
dealing with. Roger that. Bring a strike team. Spartans, hostiles north. Very nice, son. Got incoming.
So I think the performance is pretty good with this driver and GX wrapper combo, but let's go and test out with the other driver on the other GX wrapper. Some buttons to skip the cutscenes.
6. Push back the attack on sword base. Find out what we're dealing with. Roger that. Bring a strike team. Spartans, hostiles north. Let's knock some heads, Lieutenant.
So you can kind of see how the frame rate drops. When I look up, it goes down to like 30, and then it's up to 60 when I'm down here. But after a while, it should start to smoothen out. See, now it's about smooth.
We're coming in too fast! Damn! Air brake failure! They flew too early! I'm losing her! Brace for impact!
Chief? Chief, can you hear me? At last! Are you alright? Can you move? The others. The impact. There's nothing we can do. Warning. I've detected multiple Covenant dropships on approach. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash. Covenant dropship inbound. We must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion. I'm reading a lifeboat beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if there are any survivors.
Heads up! I got a Covenant dropship heading in. Over here!
So for the Halo 2 demo, it has a lot of issues in some levels, such as the outskirts and regret just will not load for whatever reason, but with this settings, you can get better performance by leaving it on this. That's default, but the DX wrapper you would change to version 2.5.2 and change the frame rate to 60 and change the max device memory to 0, no limit. And custom device, we don't need that, just none, and then press OK. So with these settings we're going to load into a Halo 2 level to show you that it does work and show you how nicely it works with a demo. So this time I'll pull this menu out right before it finishes loading, because it's just that little moment right before it finishes loading that sometimes it causes it to crash. Okay. That one worked.
Report! Both engine cores have spun.
Just gonna skip the
Sir,
movie
we gotta neutralize those turrets!
and just look at the ground for 30 seconds as usual.
Hands up! Hey, get ready now!
Alright.
Got another contact! Another kill for me! Yeah!
As you can see, it's working pretty nice. So let's check out what it looks like with the new graphics. I'm going to press select. Let the shaders compile for a little bit. Look at the ground every time. So this is Halo 2 Remastered, the Anniversary Edition. Yeah, see? I mean, it's pretty nice. Definitely not as smooth, but it still is playable.
We hit these 3 generators, and the barrier will fall? A small section, yes.
Pile out! Go, go, go! Up the beach! Kill that Wraith!
Commander, this is Kilo 2-3. Lost my wingman and our only hog. Over.
Roger that, Focus. Get out of there.
Ah, they're falling back! They're falling back! He's not even slowing down!
Coming for us!
Grenade out! I'm going in! All right! Go in!
Laser up!
Trooper! Over here! Help us secure this vehicle!
Ah, thank God you're here.
That's it! You are dead!
Don't nobody cross my stream. Target down!
Thanks for the assist, Trooper. Get this Warthog moving. Our CO needs us to clear this sector.
Affirmative.
Doesn't this seem sorta gratuitous? Incoming!
Hey, I got shotgun.
You drive, I wanna shoot stuff.
Right.
Let's go find us some foxtrots. Ghost ride the whip!
Keep moving. Don't let that Wraith take a shot at us. Swing around behind the Wraith. It's got less armor in back.
duty, sir.
Nice of you to drop in, Trooper. Head through the park to my 2nd platoon's location. They're taking heavy casualties. Need immediate assistance.
Roger that. I'm Oscar Mike.
Where's the rest of your team, Trooper?
Scattered. Dead. I don't know.
That's too bad. We're gonna need all the men we can get.
Let's show these clowns who's in charge.
Got him!
I'm seeing numerous IFF tags. Painting the closest one on your HUD.
That scan's the same one we saw on the Dawn.
Except now the Didact's personal.
Infinity to Commander Lasky. Report in.
They must not have received his distress call. Lasky.
One of them's an officer. Check his IFF tag. The tag IDs him as Jimenez, Palo J.
Then Lasky's still out there somewhere.
Hold up! What was that he dropped on the ground over there? This is what they've been using to see through the fog. We've got another IFF on the far side of this thicket.
Friends, drop it down on it. Turn around, drop it down on it. Do it for